Hi everyone and welcome to Under the Microscope. I'm Tracy.
Hi everyone, I'm Greg.
And today we're continuing our focus on childcare, particularly in the environment at the moment. We've got the COVID problem going on. There may be some of you that are a little bit quieter at the moment, and we thought it might be a good time to bring a few things to your attention that you might have been too busy to think about in the past. And one of those things is making sure that your environment is as safe as it can be. So we've talked about hand sanitizer and a couple of products, Greg being the managing director of Sirron Group Holdings. One of their divisions is Zexa Chemicals. So we've spoken about hand sanitizer and surface sanitizer, and then we spoke about another product called Ultra Childcare, which is a dishwashing machine detergent. And that got us to thinking that there may be quite a few of you out there who still have a domestic dishwasher in your childcare centre. When it comes to keeping utensils and toys completely sanitised, cleaning them is difficult time-wise with a normal dishwashing machine. You could wait up to an hour and a half some of these cycles. I think one of the lowest or quickest cycles would be 40 minutes. So we got to thinking, we actually have, Greg, and I'll let him talk in a minute, through the other division, one of the other divisions of Sirron Group Holdings, which is Norris Industries. It's an Australian-made commercial dishwasher, which we think you might be really interested in, and Greg's going to tell you why he thinks it's interesting.
Thanks, Tracy. And look, Norris has been making commercial dishwashers since 1954. In fact, we were probably the first people in Australia to make them. So we've been making them ever since. And one of the things we know about the complaints about a commercial dishwasher is that it kind of works different to a household dishwasher. And
in what way?
Well, the cycle time, like you said, is about 40 minutes in a household dishwasher. A commercial dishwasher works in like 1 minute.
Say that again.
So a commercial dishwasher has a cycle, the tray gets cleaned in 1 minute.
1 minute.
Right.
Okay, you can clean a few things.
You can. And there's a sanitizer, there's a washing cycle, and then we call it the rinse cycle or a sanitising cycle, which goes at 82 degrees for 13 seconds. And the standards say that if the contents of that go through that cycle, they'll come out fully sanitised, which is, in the context of a childcare centre, is fabulous. Now, I'm saying as a result of COVID and the whole new focus on bugs, if you've got your hands sorted, if you've got your surfaces sorted, and whatever you can put in the dishwasher that is able to go in there, that is a really quick and effective way of making sure that the items that go in there are sanitised.
So that really takes care of the Q2 childcare safety standard as well, in terms of protecting the environment and the children, to make sure that anything that comes out of there is fully sanitised. And not only that, it gives you peace of mind as a provider, and you put that with a chemical called Ultra Childcare dishwashing detergent, which has been specifically formulated to be used in that to be safe, safe as it can be around children. So when it comes to a fast cycle like that, and when it comes to putting a dishwashing machine like in a childcare centre, what other considerations does this machine meet that others don't meet? Because I believe you won an Australian Design Award.
We did, and I'll tell anyone that will listen, we did. And I'll come back to the complaints. And, we're totally into customer complaints. I hate hearing them, but what they're saying is if they're not happy about something, we ought to do something about it. And one of the complaints was that I'm tired of waiting for my machine to get the right temperature of water in it. And so commercial dishwashers are heavy in the consumption of hot water. And we started thinking about what happens when you feed a commercial dishwasher hot water. And you've got hot water in a hot water system that sits there and heats all day, and then it travels to the dishwasher. And if you look at what actually happens, you heat the water twice. And we sat there and said, this doesn't make sense. People are waiting for their dishwasher to get to the right temperature. And so it's costly and it's a waste of time. And then the second thing, you're using more power than you need to, and that's a problem. So we designed a machine that connects to cold water and just a normal power point, and you never have to wait for it. Once it's up to operating temperature, it takes the wasted heat out of the machine and preheats the water, so you're always ready to do a 1 minute cycle.
That's pretty cluey, and it sounds like a spectacular idea. You want to know, but what did people say when you said you're going to make a machine like that?
They don't believe us. In fact, there's nowhere in the world that there's a machine like this.
So this is a global first.
It is, thank you. And,
right.
and we got Newcastle University to test the power saving, and they said it's more than 50% saving in power versus the previous machine that we made.
That's crazy.
So it could save you somewhere between $500 and $1,000 a year just in power costs by putting this machine in. And so coming back to the complaints of a childcare centre was, I'm worried about putting a commercial unit in. Will it fit in a domestic space? On this model, the answer is yes. Usually, if they put a bigger machine in, you've got to upgrade the power and add hot water, and a good hot water source. Mm-hmm. Well, we said it'll run on the same power and it'll run on cold water and it'll still perform. And so it's the easiest thing you can do, that if you put a Norris AP500 in, it just goes in where a domestic unit would go, and it takes 1 minute instead of 40. It's fantastic.
So peace of mind about the protection of the children, peace of mind about the savings that you'll make in terms of the running costs of the operation, and I guess peace of mind about the amount of work that you might have to do in putting it in there, because it sounds like you don't really have to do much at all. So
plug it in,
yeah. Press and play. So I think that again, the reason we bring this to your attention, apart from the fact that we know that everyone's interested in going forward and being as safe as you possibly can, but the government has a tax incentive out at the moment, which, while you're a bit quieter, it might be some time to look into, investigate how this might work for you, because it used to be, I think, $30,000 that you could instantly write off, and now it's up to $150,000. So not that you need more than one machine, but certainly if I was going to invest in some equipment right now, it would be this.
And Tracy, in reality, in other areas of our business, there are operators that are using the quiet time to do some capital works, and if they want to move some of their kitchen around and make some changes, you're better off doing it. Well, number one, you can claim it on as a tax credit, and the second thing is while you're a bit quieter.
Yeah.
And so have a think about that for yourself. And if you've got a domestic unit and you want to improve your productivity, your sanitation, and make it easy, put a Norris AP500 in. You'll love it.
And support Aussie made.
Thank you.
The chemicals in it and the machine itself, all Aussie made, all Aussie owned company.
Yeah.
That would be norris.com.au that you go to have a look for more information on the AP500 underbench commercial dishwasher. And if you want to see our other episodes on other things that might be of interest to you at childcare, then go to the Sirron Holdings YouTube channel and you'll find us under a section Zexa. Obviously, you can always look on the front page of our Zexa website, because we'll have one of these up all the time. Always something for you to come and have a look at under the microscope. But for now, stay safe and thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.